Hi everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to learn about some basic configurations on Cisco ASA firewall. We will be configuring static routing and also permit ICMP in our lab today. Let's get started with the lab. This is the topology that we have. A Cisco ASA firewall connected between the two routers, that is router 1 and router 2. And between the router 1 and ASA, we have the network 10.1.1.0 with /24 with .1 and .2 connected on the router and the ASA interface. And for the outside, the network I have is 20.1.1.0 with /24. And we have .1 on the ASA and .2 on the router. We have also taken a loopback IP address. And for the router 1, the loopback IP address I have taken is 1.1.1.1. Okay, with /32. And for router 2, the loopback IP address I have taken is 2.2.2.2/32. Okay, so we are going to try to think from the router 1 and router 2 and see the flow of traffic. Okay, and we will also be inspecting the ICMP and allow the ICMP on the ASA firewall. Let's go ahead and configure the interfaces on all these devices one by one. So let's go with router 1. Configuration terminal. So the interface here is Ethernet 0/0. IP address, and this is 10.1.1.2. Subnet mask 255.255.255.0. No share. Okay. And for the loopback IP address, let's configure the loopback IP address also. Interface loopback. We'll say loopback 0. So 1.1.1.1. Since it is /32, I'll say 255.255.255.255. Okay. Okay. The port is missing here. Zero. Interface loopback 0, and then your IP address 1.1.1.1/32. Okay. Exit. Okay. So we have configured the interface on the router 1, and we can verify with the command show IP interface brief include. Okay, so you can see the IP addresses and the statuses. Let's move on to configure the IP address on the router 2. So we are on router 2. Let's name it to avoid some confusion. I'll say host name router 2. Okay, so we are in router 2, and the interface you see here is Ethernet 0/1, right? Ethernet 0/1. IP address. IP address is 20.1.1.2. and /24 is the subnet mask. Okay, and give the command no shut. And we also need to configure the loopback IP address. So we'll say loopback interface loopback 0 IP address. The IP address is 2.2.2.2 and with the /32, right? Okay, there it is. You can write the command exit and you will see that it is configured from console by console. Let's verify. Show IP interface brief include up. So you can see that we have configured both the interface on the router 2. Let's name this router 1 here. Configure terminal host name. I'll give the name router 1. Okay. Now let's go ahead and configure the ASA firewall. Configure terminal. Okay. Interface gigabit 0/1, right? An IP address 10.1.1.1/24. And this IP address is the inside zone, right? So we will give the command name is inside. And by default, the security level will be set to 100. Okay. So you don't need to manually write the security level because in the Cisco ASA, if you write name is inside, the security level will be taken by default as 100. Okay. Let's configure the outside interface now. Interface gigabit, it's 0/0. IP address 20. This is the outside IP address 20.1.1/24 is the subnet mask. Okay. Name is outside. And by default, the security level will be set to 0. Okay. So I'm not manually specifying the security level for the outside. Okay. So now we are done with the configuration in Cisco ASA firewall. Okay. And we will go ahead and configure Telnet on the router 2. And we will try to access this router 2 remotely from router 1 and see if that works. So before that, we also need to set the static default route from the router 1 towards ASA and also another static route from the router 2 towards the Cisco ASA. Okay. You can verify the command show interface IP brief. You are saying it is administratively down, right, for this port? which is 0/0. And this port 1/1.10.1.1.1 is up. Let's check. Show interface gigabit 0/0. This is the outside interface and it's administratively down. Let's change that. Interface gigabit 0/0. No shut. Now verify. Show interface IP brief. You can see the status is changed from down to up. Okay, so we configured the interface on the Cisco ASA firewall. Let's configure telnet now. So let's go to router 2. Okay, I'm on a router 2. Let's configure telnet. For telnet, configure terminal, IP domain name. Okay, domain name will mention cisco.com. And username, let's say username is Cisco. Okay, privilege 15 and password is Cisco in lowercase. Okay. We will also set an enable password. Enable password Cisco 123. Okay. Then give the command crypto key generate RSA modulus 1024. So you get this. That SSH has been enabled. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and configure line VTY. You can also give the command AAA new module. Okay. And since this has got 4 interface, so we'll say line VTY 0 to 4. Transport input SSH telnet. Okay. So we configure telnet. Let's say exit. Exit. Okay, so we're done with the configuration on telnet and SSH on the router 2. Okay, so let's not take SSH. Let's just take telnet. I'm going to remove this. Line VTY 0 to 4. And I will say no. I'll just give a command here. No transport input SSH telnet. Okay, that's fine. Let's keep the way it is. Okay, so now we have enabled the telnet on the router 2. Let's check if you're able to access this router 2. But one thing here is that we missed the static routing. Okay, we need to configure the default static, that is static default route from the router towards this AC. And again, from this router 2 towards the AC. Let's go ahead and configure static default route. I'll go to router 1, enable, configure terminal. Okay, and write the command IP route. So IP route /0/0/0/0. Again, 0/0/0/0. And this is the IP address that it's passing through ASA firewall. So I'll take 10.1.1.1, right? Okay. So this is the static route. That is a default static route. You can verify with the command show IP route include static. You can see you have configured your IP route, that is default static route, via 10.1.1.1, which is this interface on this route, on this Cisco ASA firewall. And let's configure the IP route command on the router here on router 2. So configure terminal IP route 0/0/0/0. Again. Okay. IP route. And what's the next hop for this? It's 20.1.1.1. This interface on the ASA. So it is 20.1.1.1. Let's verify. Show IP route include static. Okay, it's not configured. Let's check why. It took a while, I guess. So this is what you can see. Okay. So we have configured the default static route on the router 2 towards the ASA firewall from the outside. Okay, now let's go ahead and check if telnet works. Let's go on to router 1. From router 1, let's try to ping first. Let's try to reach this interface, 10.1.1.1. Yeah, so you can see 100% success rate. Let's try to telnet now. Telnet, this is the IP address, right? So telnet 20.1.1.2, correct? 20.1.1.2. Okay, so it's asking for the username. So username, we configured Cisco. Password, Cisco in lowercase. And enable password is Cisco in lowercase followed by 1, 2, 3. So there it is. So we are able to telnet the outside router, okay, from the inside router 1 successfully. So that's working. Okay. How about if you're trying to ping from the inside router to the outside router 2? Let's see if that works or not. So I would say ping. I will give the same IP address that we use for the telnet. You will see the drop in the packets. It's taking some time. Okay, here you can see success rate is 0%. Why? Why is telnet working but not ping? When I'm trying to send the packets from router 1 to router 2, it is of course reaching the router 2. But when the router 2 is trying to send the reply via ASA firewall, this ASA firewall is dropping those packets. The reason is because this ASA is not having inspection of ICMP within its policy. Let's check the policy within this ASA firewall now. I'll go to ASA. You can use the command show run policy map. Okay, so here we are not able to see ICMP anywhere, right? And this is the reason why the packets are getting dropped in the Cisco ASA firewall. Okay, so now let's go ahead and inspect ICMP so that you can ping the router to present on the outside. Okay, because at this moment, the ICMP reply is getting blocked by default by firewall. Okay, so let's go to configure terminal, policy map, global, policy / inspection _ default inspect ICMP. Okay. Yeah. Exit. So now let's check. Show run policy map. You see that we have inspection of ICMP now. So now can we ping the router 2 from router 1 and see if that works? Okay, let's go to router 1. Let's use the same command. There it is, success rate is 100 and you have 0% loss because ICMP is not getting blocked by the Cisco ASA firewall and the traffic is flowing from router 1 and router 2 and you're getting the reply. So this is how we configure the policy for the ICMP inspection on the Cisco ASA firewall. Okay, now let's check if we are able to reach the router 2. Okay, if we are able to reach this loopback IP address. Okay, the outside loopback IP address from R1, from the router 1. But for that, we also need to have a static route in the routing map of this Cisco ASA firewall. Let's check the routing map in ASA firewall. Let's say show IP route. Say show route. You have got the directly connected IP address, but you don't see the loopback IP address, right? So let's go ahead and configure the static default route on the Cisco ASA firewall. So configure terminal, route outside. This is the outside loopback IP address. That's why we say route outside. So what are we going to route? 2.2.2.2. And what's the slash value? It's 32, right? So 255.255 255 or 255. Okay. And what's the IP address it's passing through? It's passing through 20.1.1.2, right? So that's the IP address I will configure here. 20.1.1.2. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and check. To ping IP address of the loopback 2.2.2.2. So that's working. How about pinging the same said loopback IP address with this source? At the moment, I have not configured the IP route on this ASA firewall. You will see the packets are getting dropped. Let's verify. Ping 2.2.2.2, that is the loopback IP address present on the router 2 and outside. And I would like to ping it via the loopback 0 on the router, which is 1.1.1.1. Okay. You will see the packets are getting dropped because we have not configured the static route on the Cisco ASA firewall for the inside IP route. Okay, so you will see success rate is 0%. Let's go ahead and configure the static default route on the Cisco ASA firewall. Okay, so that you are able to ping this loopback IP address with the source of the loopback IP address. Okay, so I'll go to router 1 and okay, let's go to ASA firewall. Okay, so we are already in global configuration mode. So use the command route inside. So for the inside, what's the IP address here? It's 1.1.1.1 and it's /32 for this subnet. Okay, and it's passing via 10.1.1.2. Okay, so 10.1.1.2. Okay, so if you want to verify, you can write the command show route. And you can see you have got the static default route on the ASA firewall for the inside and the outside loopback interfaces. Okay, so now you should be able to ping the router 2 with the source loopback IP address 1.1.1.1. Let's verify. I'll use the same command. Okay, you can see the success rate is 100%. Okay, and that worked. All right, so this completes the lab on inspection of Cisco ICMP inspection in Cisco ASA firewall. And also we have been successfully configured the static routing in Cisco ASA. I hope that this video has been informative to you all. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.